Gay marriage. Now, if there ever was a controversial topic, that is definitely one. Let me share with you a couple of thoughts on the subject. First of all, in order to understand what somebody's saying when they say I am for gay marriage or I am against gay marriage, let's look at what marriage really is. Apart from two people living in union and producing children or not, we have to talk about the aspect that is recognition by others, recognition by the public in the general sense, as in the union is a known fact, a fact known to the spouses' families, to the local community, and that obviously affects the way people treat them, and also recognition by the state. Now, you have to understand that the recognition by the state was not always a prerequisite of a marriage. You could be married and not recognized by anybody. That wasn't a requirement until relatively recently in terms of human history. So let's just keep that in mind as we discuss this topic. So back to the core question. When people say, I'm for gay marriage, what does it really mean? What is it that they're really saying? I'm sure, well, I think that if you spend some time thinking about it, you will probably see that it's something that has to do with recognition by others, because nobody's stopping gay people from living with one another, right? You cannot be imprisoned unless you live in Iran. Cannot be imprisoned or physically harmed for being gay. So be gay all you want. That is not the rights that gay activists are fighting for. So what are the rights that they're fighting for? First of all, let me make one thing clear. I do not believe, and I don't think anybody can prove, that marriage is a right. It is not a right by common sense. It is not a right by U.S. Constitution. Marriage is not a right, because marriage is essentially, you can live with somebody and you can be with somebody and you can be committed and monogamous and whatnot. But see, marriage requires recognition by somebody outside the couple, be it at the church or the state or the society or immediate extended families or community, whatever. It means recognition by others. Recognition that you're married, so they need to call you a married couple. How can that be a right? How can you demand that people call you a married couple? It's a custom. Okay, it's a custom. It's what we do. Why this custom is so central and so important? Well, because it has to do with children. It has to do with the survival of the human race and with procreation and some of the core things in life that represent some of the deepest values and some of the most important things that have to do with human happiness and human fulfillment. So yes, there would be customs around that, but going back to the gay marriage question, so what are the rights that the gay marriage activists are fighting for? Is it a right to be with whoever you want to be with? No. That's definitely, nobody's stopping them from being with whoever they want to be with. And unless I'm really, really, really wrong here, and please educate me if I am wrong here, I don't think anybody's stopping people from visiting their gay partners in hospitals. Leaving one's partner your property after your death is easily done by a thing called a will, a living will and testament. You can do that. Nobody's stopping you from doing that. So you're really not deprived of any rights that have to do with transfer of property, cohabitation. Well, there's obviously the issue of taxation. Now, straight couples, married couples whose marriage is recognized by the state, and even common law marriages in some of the states in the union, will receive the same tax treatment as the straight couples. But let me ask you this. If you're going to say that gay couples are being discriminated against as opposed to straight couples, what about single people? Single people are being discriminated against. They don't get the tax breaks that the married couples get. I don't think it's fair to discriminate against people just because they're not married. What's wrong with not being married? I don't think government has any business penalizing or rewarding financially certain types of behavior. It's not up to them. We don't hire those people to promote family values. We don't hire the government to promote family values. We hire the government for the explicit purposes laid out in the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. Go back to the founding documents. It says exactly what the government exists for. To raise people to be, cognizant of the importance of marriage is not the government's job. It's the mothers and fathers' job to raise their children this way, and it's the individual's own responsibility to understand the importance of those things. So again, if gay couples are being discriminated against, then single people are being discriminated against, and nobody's decrying that. Nobody's fighting. I don't see any single pride parades out in the streets of San Francisco or any other city for that matter. So that argument doesn't hold water for me. To make long story short, what it boils down to, in my opinion, is when gay activists demand rights, certain rights of gay marriage, they really demand that society, that other people see them a certain way. Well, I'm sorry. I am sorry if that is what you want. Well, look, I thought, why do gay people want to be recognized for living with somebody? I mean, I'm married to my wife. I don't care if I'm recognized by society as someone who's been married to her for 10 years. I don't care. I love my wife. I want to be with her. What's important to me is is that we're together. Is that we're together as husband and wife, as a father and mother to our children. That's what's important to me. What other people think, I couldn't care less. But these guys, they need to get out there and get it in your face and demand that you recognize them as husband and husband, or wife and wife, or whatever. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And if you think about it, it's really inconsistent. They demand that other people change their opinion about them. Well, guess what? As a gay couple, be it a male or a female gay couple, you're never going to be as important to the public at large as a committed monogamous family of a man and a woman, a husband and a wife, raising children together. You know why? Because the latter is the cornerstone of society's survival. Simple as that. I have nothing against you if you're gay. I don't care. Honestly, I don't give a damn. But to expect that your union is going to be as important as families that produce children, that produce the new generations of people to populate this world, it's ridiculous. It's never going to happen. Forget it. It's a lost cause. Okay? So stop demanding respect. You don't have a right to anybody's respect. As a matter of fact, nobody has a right to anybody's respect. Respect is earned. Okay? Respect is earned. So I cannot see you as a gay couple. I cannot see you as something as important as a straight couple that has children. Never going to happen. Simple as that. Condemn me if you will, but that's just me. Okay? And one more thing. Libertarians are often told to be for gay marriage. Well, if you think of marriage the way I just described, if you think of a very important aspect of marriage as being recognized by people outside the couple, demanding or proclaiming that you're for gay marriage in that sense means that you are for other people changing their opinion and perception of gay couples. Well, how can you demand that other people change the way they think and call yourself a libertarian? I thought libertarians are about live and let live. I thought libertarians are about liberty, which means nobody can be forced or should be coerced or compelled to do anything unless they want to. Period. So to call yourself libertarian and be for gay marriage is a little bit inconsistent. Okay? Alright, thanks for watching. I hope to be putting some new videos out here real soon, so check back with me when you can. Thanks.